So let's dive in. Phil, welcome to Kicking Tables. It is such a pleasure to have you on to talk about Hollywood Racers.
Yeah.
It is coming to Kickstarter on June 15th, so I'm excited for this. I love the stuff you've got in this game. But before we get into too many details, tell us what kind of game this is. Tell us all about Hollywood Racers.
Okay, so Hollywood Racers is a crazy, wacky board game. It's a race, of course, but it's not only a race. Let's think about it as a mix between Wacky Racers, Mario Kart,
Okay.
and Mad Max.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
let's imagine all that,
Yeah.
stuffed into one big chaotic game.
And so how does it play? What are players doing each
Okay,
turn?
so well, each player gets to play two vehicles. So in the game, you have 20 vehicles total.
Okay.
Each player gets to pick two vehicles um, and has to play as a team. So you have managers and a stable. So you're part of a stable.
Okay.
It's a two vehicle stable. And in order to win, you have to put both your vehicles through the finish line.
Right.
So it doesn't matter if you're first and then eighth, you
Okay.
still win if no one has put two characters. But you can win if you're third and fourth. You know?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as
So
you
we
get both of your cars across the finish line first.
Yeah, the first one to get
Complete both.
both his cars to the finish line wins.
Okay.
That way, you'll really you'll understand that being first isn't what matters in this game.
Right.
Sometimes you'll get, you won't try to go first, and you stay behind and shoot another one because there's a lot of special attacks
Okay.
and stuff like that. And you race through movie sets after movie sets. In the game, you're playing in a huge movie studio.
Okay.
So you'll race through, I don't know, movies that remind some IPs but that are not the real ones.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we're using fair use. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you may come across a mall where there are zombies. You may come across a theme park with dinosaurs.
That's
Uh,
awesome.
yeah, you have some hills, some where jumps can occur. You have a death moon of death. It's in space, and it's a moon where you're trapped as long as you don't destroy it. So you have to you
That's
have to
no moon.
you have to shoot missiles into a huge gaping hole that's there. I don't know why. And the first one who does it then can leave the board.
And so how
So
are
they
you
are.
how are you doing these actions? What are you doing? Like you have cards that you play, or how do these actions happen?
No, you are alone. So you have character cards like this ones.
Okay.
Let's see. I'll show you quickly. Then maybe later I show you better. So a character card. You have the character,
Yep.
his name. Sorry for the
That's okay.
reflection. His name is his uh,
Kentucky James.
yeah. His one is Kentucky James. Yeah, he's an adventurer archaeologist. Yeah, and you have his vehicle, the name of the vehicle. Then you flip the card,
Okay.
and you have his special effects, which are
Yeah.
named effects. You have something there, which is there are four different. It's called an asset. It's like a special action you can use for free each turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Then you have his movement capacity there.
Yep.
This
Okay.
one is four, and the hit points. Hit points are like the life of the vehicle.
Okay.
Okay.
And when you hit a zero, you're not destroyed. You just have to take one turn to repair.
Okay.
So it's
You're
really,
slowed down. It's like being hit by
yeah,
Mario
it's an
by
it's
a
an
shell
arcade
in
game.
Mario Kart.
It's not a very serious game. It's more like you have to see it as an arcade game. I grew
Yeah.
up in arcades, and I
Yeah.
wanted something like that. That's fun. That's immediately fun.
That's awesome. That sounds so much fun. I
So
love the take the free use take on all the famous IPs. That's awesome.
Yeah. So
thank you. So
what?
to answer your question, you have character cards, you have vehicles, which are standees in the classic box and will be available as metal minis, like that,
Oh,
like
awesome.
special pledge. Okay, all 20 of them.
Oh,
You
wow.
move them on the board, a board like this. Let me show you like one board, for example. Yeah, this one is called the Gloomies.
Ah,
where a bunch of kids and a giant octopus and some
yep.
weird stuff there. So
Awesome.
you go from one side to the other,
Okay.
try to survive. Then you can go to another board and another board and another board.
Okay.
You build the track as you wish before playing, and then when it's your turn, you can do two actions out of four, which are move, attack, honk, and and uh, and that's it. Or you can repair too.
Okay.
Okay.
Honk. I like
Yeah,
honk.
honk.
What does
Well,
honk do?
Honk is an action.
yeah, honk is an action for two type of things in the game. So in the classic mode, the race mode, as I showed you, in some boards you can honk to make noise, like in the Jurassic World. No, what's the name? It's not Jurassic World. It's something like that, but it's not like that. What a shame! I can't even remember the names of the boards in my game. Yeah, well, if you honk, a T-Rex hears you and he comes running
Oh
and he
no.
crushes you and he crushes everyone near you.
Oh no.
So
Uh,
you can generate chaos like that.
that's
Okay.
awesome.
Because
Wow.
let's
That
say
is
you have more hit points than your opponents, then well you honk, he comes, he attacks, then he attacks someone who's 4 spaces or less nearby, and he attacks another one, and it's a chain reaction.
okay. So
That's
it's you're doing a
So
lot
honk
of damage with that.
like, and in another game mode which is called Arena, it's more like a Bomberman type of game. You know, everyone destroys everyone in an arena.
Yeah.
If you honk, the people will throw you bonuses.
oh
Okay.
wow. That's so cool.
That's cool.
I
All right.
just
So
hear a sound. You need a soundtrack, so when you honk in a certain park, you actually
That
get
would
the
be great.
T-Rex sound.
That would be great. Like a box with
Yeah,
little
special
button.
effect.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So how in the world did you envision and come up with this game? What weird scenario were you playing where you decided this is a board game? How did you come up with this?
Well, first of all, I'm a kid of the 80s. So, you know, I grew up in front of the TV. TV was my nanny when I
Yeah.
was a kid. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
like I think many kids of my generation.
Yep.
We didn't have many money. So, yeah, I was alone in front of the TV or with my friends in front of the TV. And then we were outside replaying what was we saw on TV. So yeah, we were used to mixing up universes and IPs because
Hmm.
we didn't know what IPs were. You know, when we were playing with my friends, we were playing with Turtles and Masters of the Universe
Of course.
and G.I. Joes, all of that. You know, and there was one big universe. So when I wanted to make a game, well, firstly, I wanted to make a Wacky Racers game
Okay.
because I love
Yeah.
the show, and I wanted to make a game, and I wanted to make it like just for me and my friends. I wasn't a game designer back then, and I tried it, and I tried some mechanics, and I showed it to friends who were more gamers than I was,
Yeah.
and they told me, "Man, this game is great. You have to do something with it." So I had to consider doing something professional and serious with it, and then came the problem with the IP because no one knew me in the in that universe of board games.
Yeah.
So I wasn't gonna go to Hanna-Barbera and say, "Yeah, man, I know you
Right.
don't know, but I would like your IP. Maybe if I can give you, I don't know, 200 euros. Trust me, it's gonna be a great game." So they would have, you know, they would have laughed at me, and they would have been right. So what I did is I tried to reimagine it. I said, okay, if I'm not doing this IP, what can I do? What kind of universe can I imagine, or can I search in my memories and what I love, and would be great with that? And I say, man, the movies from the 80s, you know,
Hmm. Yeah.
uh, vehicles from the 80s, badasses from the 80s, situations, over the top reactions, and all of that. So yeah, the game came pretty easily to me
Yep.
because everything that's in the game is not there for the purpose of stealing IPs or doing something easy. Because I can guarantee you, there's nothing easy in trying to create 20 vehicles with fair special attacks, powers, and things that make you instantly think about the original,
Right. Yep.
you know, but
Yeah.
that have to be different from another. And that was a lot of work, but I like it. I
There's
enjoyed
something
it.
magical about the 80s. All the IPs from the 80s, it's just they're so magical. And let's talk about some of the IPs you're using there. What how different are from one character to another? How differently do they play, and which one is your favorite?
Okay, so let's try to answer that while showing some of the cards. I'll give you the names of the guys, and I'll show you the pictures. And as a game, you'll try to you try to tell me if you
Which
if they
okay.
are.
Which
Okay,
series it is? Sure.
that will be pretty easy. Okay, so this one.
Well,
So
that's
that's
Ghost.
that's Dr. Peter Venkman,
Yep.
obviously.
Yeah. Well, in this game is an ex-janitor, if I remember right, and one of his powers is that he can read minds. If
Okay.
you have
Oh, right, yes.
Okay. Yep.
so
Of course.
how does he play to read minds? Is the player has to say has to say okay, there are prop, you know, like props in the movies.
Yeah.
So there are props cards and there are special cards with special effects. You can pick them on the game and they will give you stuff. Okay,
Okay.
sometimes good stuff, sometimes bad stuff, sometimes defense like this. Or not correctly,
Nice.
something like that. So if you play this guy and you say, okay, I'm gonna pick like Return of the Affliction. If it's the card you pick, you keep it because you read.
Oh, okay. So
No,
you're sort of
Oh, you're
playing
trying to.
the Maverick thing where you're trying to guess the top card of the deck.
exactly, something like that. So this one, all the vehicles play the same with the moving action, the honking action, and they are, as I told you, there are four different assets.
Right.
But everyone with their SFXs plays different. Of course, there are a lot of vehicles that have attacks. So attack is the has more or less the same effect. I shoot you, you lose one HP, and that's that. But the range differs from the characters. The number of guys you can attack differs. The cost differs. And for some characters, you have like these ones, this pair, this duo.
Oh, Billy and Ed, nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh,
Yeah, well,
BMX. Wait. What's it say? BMX
1138.
1138.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
of course.
Well done.
Well, the game is full of references like that, of Easter eggs. If you love Easter eggs, if you love movies from the 80s, well, it's basically a game inside the game. It's finding it's finding all the Easter eggs we put.
Yeah.
So this one can heal an opponent.
Okay.
It's a kid. He's a kid, and basically something we don't know if it's an alien or an old woman. No,
Oh.
yeah, and he touches another vehicle and he heals it. And in exchange, the vehicle has to give him Effixium, and Effixium is the currency to use powers in the game. So it drains you, but gives you life, something like that.
Okay, I'm going
So
to
that's
ask you if it a very specific one. Okay. Oh, nice.
oh, so tell
Okay.
me what specific one?
I believe you called him Maximus 1.
Yep.
That's one of my favorites from the 80s. Look at
Oh,
that.
wow.
And
That is
what is his special power?
Well, it transforms into a huge robot, and he can
What? I never saw that coming.
I
What?
never saw that coming. And he can grab which with the sound in French the power is called cru crackery, which feel something like you know.
Of
Yeah,
course. Of
but
course.
in English, the name of the power is weird transforming sound. I don't know
Again,
where that came
you
from.
need a soundtrack for this game.
Yeah, I know. So he transforms into a robot, and he grabs each and every one character around him he wants, and he throws them 3 spots away.
Oh, nice. Oh my gosh. That is, see,
That's
he's
pretty.
already my favorite character.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites too,
That
and
is,
I love the guy, and I have like action figures of all size and of the original one.
that is, yeah, I have a whole, like a little bit of a shrine to Optimus Prime over there.
I have two.
I've got lots of Optimus Prime toys.
I have one from this guy. I have one for the Ninja Turtles. Yeah, I'm a kid.
Yeah.
I'm still
Oh
a
yeah,
kid.
me too, man. Me too.
So I won't show you all the cards because it would take time. But yeah, there's vehicles that don't have drivers like this one.
Oh,
oh,
of
yeah.
course. Of
There's a
course.
vehicle and a vehicle.
Yep.
Okay. And in the game, she's in love with Maximus One.
Oh, of course she
Yeah.
is. Of course.
Because
Now, on top of all
they
that, which character is your favorite? Which one do you like
okay,
playing the
is
most?
my favorite. Well, I have to say as a team because you play as a team in the game. Well, I really love to play with where are they? Um, this one of course because they are one-liners kings.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, and Matrix.
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, but yeah, my favorite characters are I think they are Maximus One and Billy and Ed. The first two ones I showed you.
Awesome. Nice. Nice.
They work
Nice.
well as a team.
Are there
Uh,
any synergies if you use certain characters, certain cars together, or does it not really matter which two you pick?
Well, they are because some special effects combine together pretty well.
Okay.
Like Professor B can go into the future. So one of his abilities is that you can check the props cards deck, and you check the five first cards. You look at them, and you put them back in the order you want.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then if in the same team you have the guy who can say, okay, this card, the top card is this one. You can put
Of
Oh,
back.
course.
yes.
Of course.
So there are some combos you can do like that. Yeah.
That's brilliant.
That's
Nice.
fantastic. Oh,
Plus
that's
your managers have a special power, a special ability that you can use one time per race, and
okay.
it can really transform the continuity of the race.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
The sets themselves, how many different sets? They're modular, so you can put them down in any order you want. But how many different sets are going to be included in the game?
Okay, so every board is going to be dual-sided.
Okay.
So the back of each small board, because these ones are called double boards because they are 40 by 20
Right.
Yeah.
centimeters. Centimeters. I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
That's
I'm in
okay.
France. Okay.
We're in Canada. We understand centimeters.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. And the classic boards will be 2020.
Okay.
And
Okay.
on the back of each classic board, there's going to be an L turn, something like that. Let me show you. Pam pam. Yeah, like this.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
an L. Yeah, it allows you to have a table who's not 4 meters long, and you can still play.
We got a certain pod race going on there, I think.
Yeah, maybe. And there's a lot of stuff going on here.
Nice. That is brilliant. I love it.
And on the other
Now
side
we got to ask what your favorite board to use is as well then.
well, I like I really like the Jurassic one
Okay.
because it's pretty chaotic. No one goes out of there like unscathed. It's not
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Well, with all those
Uh,
dinosaurs running around.
Yeah. Well, there's just one T-Rex, but it's enough already.
That's enough. That's
Yeah.
enough.
Well, I like this one. There's a small board with kaijus. I like
Oh.
too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and of course, well, design-wise, I really like the Gloomies. This one.
Yeah, that was cool.
But gameplay-wise, I really love this one, which is the mall.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Very cool.
Where we have zombies as standees, and on each turn they come and then they advance and they slow you down. It's
Yeah, they
pretty-
get cut up in the wheel well. That's how it
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
works with zombies.
It's like playing zombie side, but you don't have to roll dice.
That's right.
That's fine. So, what are the future plans for this? Do you obviously you have so much stuff to pick from? I mean, you could go even into the '90s for expansions and stuff like that. Are you already working on stuff for the
Well,
future?
Well, as I told you, there are 20 vehicles in the game
Yeah.
at the moment, and I have an Excel file on my computer with total, including these ones, 40 or 50 vehicles that are more or less written.
Wow.
Awesome.
So, should we want to do a sequel or some extensions or add-ons? Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fantastic.
And-
I love the way this comes together and the fact that it is so easy to pull from a a new IP, and it's like we've got to have this one in there. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, there's lots of vehicles that got discarded at the last minute that I wanted in the game, but you have to make choices too, you know.
Yeah.
But they were pretty funny stuff, things I wanted to add. So should we one day let's say the campaign goes well, and we can like in a year or so like do a sequel, or I'd like to do a sequel which would be compatible with the first one, you know,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
would be
That'd be awesome.
standalone, and of course an add-on at the same time, so
Yeah.
you can get either the first one, the second one, or mix both of them. I would love to do something like that, but I'm not gonna lie to you. There was gonna be a sequel, which was gonna be called Hollywood Races 2: The Revenge, but
Of course.
yeah, but I decided to put it directly in this one.
Okay.
So the
Okay.
arena mode was supposed to be the sequel, but now it's a part of the first game.
That's so you're getting 2 games for the price of 1 with this Kickstarter. That's fantastic.
Yeah, more like 3 games even, because I'm working on a solo mode.
awesome.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's completely different than the race mode. It's not a race. In this one, the name is release the Cosmo Cut. Hashtag release the Cosmo Cut.
Okay.
Was for Cosmo Duck, which is one of both companies that are releasing the game with
Okay.
Daedalus. So release the Cosmo Cuts, you're playing a movie maker who has the task to make the Hollywood Racers movie.
Okay.
So,
oh,
yeah, he has a budget. He has 12 days to shoot it, and of course, every day crap is gonna fall on him.
So good.
So, yeah.
So
So
good.
you don't have managers in this one. You have executive producers, and they have superstars. And you have, so of course you have to make their superstars do some special stuff, or they won't be paying you high enough, and something like that.
Okay.
It's more like a tower defense,
Oh, very
Okay.
nice.
but
Awesome.
using the same material.
Man,
That's
This
fantastic.
is a big game. This is so much great content.
you have
in
us
this
you
game.
have us very
That's
excited
why
right
I
now.
wanted.
I am so excited for this game.
All right, we want to find out a little bit more about you as a gamer. So we've got our lightning round. So we're going to fire through some questions really quick. Just top answer that comes to the top of your head. You ready for that?
Okay.
All right. These are all board gaming night related questions. So, deck builder or deck construction?
Deck builder.
All right. Dice or cards?
Ooh, tough one.
Yeah.
Tough one. I'd say dice, even if I'm more a designer of cards. But
Okay.
I'd say dice.
All right. Purchasing games, local game store or online?
Local game store.
All right. Your favorite game mechanic?
Let's say worker placement.
Okay.
Worker placement. Okay. Game you most want to add to your collection?
Okay. I'd say Hollywood Racers because of the story we have with the game.
That's the game we most want to add to our collection.
No, you know what? Which one? Yeah, the special edition they did with the Ninja Turtles, the game with boxes, and it cost. You have to sell a kidney to buy the.
I think it's a kidney and a half now. It's up to.
Yeah.
So this one, I won't
right.
pay it, but I want to have it.
Nice.
All right. The last game that you played other than your own?
The last game that I played might be After Nova.
Okay.
No, okay.
I really like
Ge-
this game. Really like this game.
Yeah. All right. Game that you love but always lose?
That would have been fun. That would have been fun to say the game of life.
Right.
That wouldn't have been totally true. No, a game I love but I always lose. Well, After Nova. When I play with my girlfriend, she always kicks my ass.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right. The last game you purchased?
Okay, Happy City.
Okay.
City?
Still in
Okay.
my bag. Still in my bag.
All right. And last question: Star Wars or Star Trek?
Oh, Star Trek. Obviously.
Star
We had to
I'm not
ask
gonna
that one.
make Any friends, but hey, how can you ask, man?
Right? Exactly.
We have
That's
to ask.
that's
We
why
have
we
to
had to ask.
It's okay. Yeah, Star Trek.
Oh,
Well,
Phil,
I'm way nerdier than I'm cooler. So
hey,
like
I'm a big nerd myself and proud of it. Phil, it has been such a pleasure having you on Kicking Tables. Before we let you go, of course, everybody, Hollywood Racers hits Kickstarter on June 15th, so make sure you check that out. There is a link below in our description. Go click on that. But Phil, tell us, is there anything else about the game you want people to know, or why should people back this game? Give us the brief overview.
okay, long story short, there's a history with this game. It's obviously the first game I finished, and that had to be published by another publisher in like 2 or 3 years ago. So the game was signed. This publisher did Kickstarter too, and we got 80,000 euros, and the guy disappeared with the money.
Oh no.
Oh,
That was pretty crappy. I don't know if I can say crappy on your
yeah, no,
channel.
we're good with that.
It's
He'll rip
crappy.
he'll rip me up. But yeah, he disappeared. He never refunded anyone. So there's a thousand and a half, like 1,500 people that backed the first game, and that were left with nothing. So I got my rights back. I got back on recalibrating the game, and I found a co-publisher, which is Daedalus, like I told you before.
Yeah.
And together with Cosmo Duck, which is my company, we are re-releasing the game now.
Okay.
So there's a history. So why should you back the game? Because there's been a long road with this one. There's been challenges. And we decided, both companies, we decided to offer one copy of the game to each Primo backer.
Oh, awesome.
So everyone who backed the game and got screwed 2 years ago, you contact us. You have until the end of the campaign. You'll have a form to fill, and if you can prove that you backed the first game, you'll go home with one copy of the game. You'll only have to pay for shipping charges.
That's great.
That's fantastic.
That is amazing. Everybody.
That's why maybe people can want to help us.
For sure.
Yeah,
And not only that,
absolutely.
but it's a great game. I mean,
Yeah, it's a great game.
I'm excited for this game just because of what you've got in it. Hollywood Racers, June 15th on Kickstarter. Everybody go check it out. Phil, thanks again for being a guest on our show. It's been such a pleasure, and good luck with the campaign.
Thank you, and see you there.
Hey guys, brothers, don't forget to subscribe to OMG Nexus. And of course, come and back our game, Hollywood Racers. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, that's pretty crappy, but